4th of January, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Okay, good morning. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here, our second shir this morning. Yeshiva Samanashi here, Shlom Care of Zoom. We're learning Mishnah Berura, Hilchos Priyas Torah. Okay, we're in Siman Kuf Lamed Tet, and we are Siv Gimel, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Siv Gimel. Let's review the whole sieve, and we should be starting with the remark, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we did the Mechaber yesterday, but let's just review everything. And yeah, who would like to read? Remer or Rabbi Eliezer Tzvi, who would like to read?
Go ahead, Mayor. I'll give it to you. Mayor not there?
Mayor,
All right.
you're muted. Mayor, you're muted.
Okay, thank you. My wife was talking to me before and didn't want to disturb the class.
Much
Okay, so
appreciated.
okay. So Gimel, afilu Rosh HaKnesset o Chazan lo yikra ad sheyomru lo kra. Okay, so this is what if the head, let's see, of the Knesset, I guess the shul.
I think so. That'll be probably the Rav of the Shul, I imagine.
Okay, the Rav of the shul or the Chazan does not read until well, unless someone reads for him.
No,
I think
someone
somebody
calls
tells
him, you have to call him up to the Aliyah.
Oh, yes, they call him up to read. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, let's see. Okay, v'nahagu sheshaliach tzibur kasher rotzeh mivarech v'korei b'li netilat reshut. Okay. And it's tradition that the Shliach Tzibor, Shirotzem Barek, that wants to say the blessing and read without taking responsibility.
Well, Netilas Reshus, without getting permission for it.
Oh, without getting permission for it.
Which really translates into being called up for an Aliyah. So if the Baal Koreh, the Shliach Tzibor, would want to take an Aliyah, so according to the Mechaber, he doesn't have to wait to get an Aliyah. He can just go up there and read it without necessitating him being called up by name as a formal Aliyah.
Okay. Mishum dehave keilu misha'a sheminucho l'shliach tzibor Yershuhu al Kach. And because when they, I guess, appoint him, or at the hour that they appoint him, I guess, yeah, Menucho, okay, as Shliach Tzibor, he's granted permission to do this.
Right. So, because in previous times, the Shliach Tzibor was an official, formal position, right? His position, and part of that position would be understood that if he wants to take an Aliyah, he can take an Aliyah anytime he chooses. That's part of his perks of the job.
Wow. Okay. And then the Haggadah says, but in our country, this is not the tradition. Okay. Ve'ein hachazan oleh Rak Kashet Haskan Omer Lo La'alot. Okay, so let's see. And the Chazan only goes up, I guess, when is that like the Sagan is like the Gabbai?
Right. Sagan is another word, and that's another. The Sagan is known as the Gabbai, right?
Oh, okay. Okay, then it goes on. Let's see. Aval ein korin lo bishmo kemo sha'a ha'olim shekorin otan bishmam Poloni bar Poloni. Okay, but he doesn't read it.
He's not called up. When you call up
He's not called up by name.
he's not
Okay.
called up like the way you call up other people by name. Ploni ben
Uh-huh.
Ploni. And
Oh,
everyone
okay.
usually gets called up Ploni ben Ploni. Everyone gets called up by their formal Jewish name.
Oh, okay. So everyone gets called by their formal Jewish name. Okay. Umisha Aviv Mumar Lavodat Kochavim Korino To B'Shem Avi Aviv. Okay, and if his father becomes an idolater, I guess, or a
Right.
heretic, maybe is better. They call him up by his grandfather's name.
Yeah, it's not covered for him to be called by his father, who's a now heretic.
Uh-huh. Okay. So let's see. Okay, case. Okay, Aval lo bishmo levad, but not by his name alone.
Yeah, that meaning if his name is Chaim,
Yaakov.
Yaakov. You don't call him. You have to
You just don't call him Yaakov.
let's say Lovin ben Besuel, right? Lovin ben Besuel. So Besuel became a heretic. So you don't just call him up Lovin, right?
Mhm.
You call him up by because that's embarrassing just to call him by one name. Everyone gets called up by two names. It's embarrassing him to call him up by only one name.
Oh, yeah, it says that. Shalo Livia show, Levi show, I guess.
Yep.
So
Don't
he's not
embarrass him.
embarrassed by the public in the public. Okay. Vidavka shalo as Allah miyamav b'shem aviv. And specifically, he doesn't go up miyami.
He hasn't gone up.
Oh, he hasn't gone up.
He hasn't been called up with his father's name.
He hasn't been called by his father's name. Okay, good. Aval im hu gadol v'hugal ve'ota ir la'alot b'shem aviv. Okay.
So if he's been routinely called up, I mean everyone knows Lovin ben Besuel. He's been being called up Lovin ben Besuel for the last 25 years, and now his father goes off the derech. So now
Okay.
it would be embarrassing to call him up by a different name.
Right. V'heimir, let's see. V'heimir aviv lavodat kochavim. And Heimir.
He went off the derech.
Oh, he went off the derek. Okay. Korino to b'shem aviv kimo shehugal. But they would still call him up by his father's name, as they normally do. Shehugal. Okay.
Right.
Shalo Levi Sho Rabim, because it's not an embarrassment in the community. V'chein im ika le mechash le'evat hamumar. Well, then if ika, there is because there is
Ika lemaches le'evas hamumar. There's to be concerned about the evas hamumar. I'm not sure exactly what this means exactly. I think it means that you should be concerned about not inciting the wrath of the mumar, meaning if for some strange reason, if his baptized father gets word that they're not calling him up by his father's name anymore, he might become in wrath. And they might, unfortunately, what happens is in these cases, the heretics among us become more hateful to us than even the Goyim themselves. So there might be serious repercussions if you don't, if you incite them into getting angry. Doesn't
Okay.
really, there's no real explanation why that is, but I'm just guessing at that.
Well, you can't, you never know what people are going to do. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, Va'asufi ushtuki korin oto b'shem avi.
Emo.
Oh, avi imo. Avi imo, the brother of a mother. That's an uncle. Oh, okay.
Father of his mother.
Oh, the father of his mother.
Right. And a Sufi is
That's
someone
a grandfather.
a Sufi is a baby that was found. They just found the baby on the doorstep.
Oh,
Obviously the baby was born out of wedlock, and the used to be the brisker Rav here in Yerushalayim, right? There was a mice that I was told over that there was a Rav talking with the brisker Rav in his at his home, and
mhm.
and in the middle of their conversation, I guess it was a summer day, and the window was open, and in through the windows comes flying a baby all bundled up in the buildings, and it lands there in the room of the Brisker Rav. So this Rav that was talking says, "What's going on here?" Says, "These are the babies that they bring me that nobody wants." And, so that's an
Wow.
Sufi is a baby that was abandoned because it obviously was a child that no one wanted to take responsibility for. And then you have a shtuki. A shtuki is that it's quiet. It's they keep it quiet who the father is, because obviously the father's not the married man to the wife. Father's somebody else. So these children are you don't know who the father is, so you call him up by the name of the father of his mother. You know who the mother is. In general, you can find out who the mother is in these cases. So you call him up by his mother's father's name.
Okay, so that's the grandfather. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The ime no yadua, and if it's not known, korino to b'shem Avraham k'molager, and call him up by the name Avraham, just like one would call a ger to the Torah.
So let's say you don't know who the father or the mother is, right? Nobody is willing to come forth and claim parenthood to this child. So you simply have no choice. You call up like Abraham, Ben Abraham, like a year.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So let's see. Suma Eino Kore. Suma is a blind person, or
yes, right. So Suma doesn't read from the Sefer Torah.
Okay, so he can't be called then, I guess.
Correct.
Lefisha Salikrot Afilu Ot Achad Shelo Min Hakatav. So therefore, it's forbidden to read even, I guess, like one word at a time.
Yeah, even one word. It's forbidden to read even one word, not from the written Sefer Torah. Meaning, with Kriyas Torah has to be, you have to read the words from the Sefer Torah, not read them Baal Peh. And a Suma who can't read the words he's reading is obviously going to be reading Baal Peh by heart, and that will be also to read that one. For Kriyas Torah, it is. Kriyas Torah.
But we teach Mekel about that these days, but since we have a Balkore.
Okay. We'll see about what in our for our minhagim, right? When we have a Valkori, most people aren't reading themselves. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see the Mishnah. There's the Mishnah
Well, when you have a
Berura.
Balkore and then you have the Bayim to even correct him if he makes a mistake. Yeah. Okay.
As you see, the see the parentheses in the remark.
Yeah, the Maharil Katav, the Akshav Kore Suma. So I guess now, according to Maharil, it's written that now a Suma can be, I guess, called up.
Right.
Okay. Kimo Sha'anu Makrin Batorah La'am Haaretz. It's like we call to the Torah a uneducated person, I guess.
Right. As we learned previously, really, everyone who gets an aliyah is really supposed to be reading the Torah and from the Torah himself. And but our minhag is we have a shatz bisman hazeh that does the reading, even an amaret, someone who's unfamiliar and incapable of reading the words of the Torah. So he just simply makes the brachas, and then the Baal Koreh will do the reading. So in that case, we can allow also a summa come up and have an aliyah for the Torah as well.
Uh-huh.
So he can say the bracha by heart?
Yeah, saying the bracha by heart it's okay. That'll be all right.
Yeah, in my shul, that's what usually happens, at least on the weekdays, because they don't have the text there.
Mm.
So, I don't know if it's proper or not, but that's what they do. Okay, so let's see. Go to Gimel, I guess, in the Mishnah Berura,
Let's see, the Gimel.
which is Vav. It is in parentheses, it's a Vav, a 6, I guess. Afilu Rosh HaKnesset B'chule.
Right. Actually, we did that.
Oh, we did that already? Okay.
Mr. Bruce and the Machaber we did yesterday. So today we're going to pick up in the Ramah. The Ramah begins with, I think, Chet. Yeah. Ain't Korin Shmo. According to the.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Oh, Chet, Ein Korin Lo B'Shmo. So he's not called by his name.
Yeah, the Shnei Tzibur wants to take an aliyah. He certainly in the Machaber he doesn't have to be called up, but the Ramah says the minhag is that he does get called up, but he's not called up by his name.
Okay, Kevan Shehu Omeid Sham, because I guess he's already standing there.
Yep, he's right there by the Sefer Torah already anyway.
Uh-huh.
Right.
I'm just thinking because in my shul, the gabbai usually goes to the person who's getting the next aliyah, and then sort of softly calls him up. Doesn't
yeah, it could be. Again, a lot of these are minhagim, so minhag could be a little bit different from place to place.
It's the same with the mishabeiraks. If you want to, an additional mishabeirak for your family, it's done softly usually in our shul. Okay. Next one is Tet Shalo Levi Sho Barabi. So he's not embarrassed in the public. Mikom Makom Lo Yomar Te'arim Al Aviv Kimo Chaver O Moreno Ki Ein Lomar Sheker. Okay, so what's that? So
they would call, like they would say, they would call Lovin Ben Basuel. They wouldn't simply just call Ben Basuel. They would call him Heber or Reinu, right? They would give him a distinctive reference to
so
his
that's to distinguish him, I guess. Or...
Yeah, but you don't do that for a person whose father's a mummer. You don't do that.
Okay, so that one shouldn't say anything that's false, a sheker.
Right, because
It's
it's
not
not.
true.
Right.
Okay, Rak Yomar b'chi pazon livli yargishu ha'am. So what's that? The Rak only that they say what b'chi
Yeah,
pazon.
you say it right, you say it, but you puzzle, believe you sure, you say it very quickly.
Oh,
You
quickly.
say it very quickly before anyone notices that you're pulling this guy up.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay. V'davka be'ota ha'ir, kamosha katav harama. Okay, and similarly, it's in this if what is in the same city as
Specifically in
written.
that city. He's talking about specifically doing this in that same city where they
That's
know the father.
okay. As is written in by the Ramah, aval imbal ir acheret v'shoel oto hasgan ech nikra la Torah. Oh, but if he's coming to another city, the I guess the Gabbai asks him how he wants to be called to the Torah. Oh, that's interesting. Yomar Shem Avi Aviv. Uh, he
In that
says
case, it gives
there
it
the
the name
father
of
of
his
his
grandfather.
father,
It says it gives the name of his grandfather, right?
his grandfather.
They don't know
Okay.
him, and it's not going to make any difference how they call him. So then you shouldn't call him in the name of his father, who's a Russian.
Ah, okay, that's interesting. Okay, so Yud is B'Shem Avi Imo, by the mother's father's name. Okay. Umarye Shabbat Achat Kodem Shene'asaf Min Hashuk V'Amrahi Imo. So Umare is what?
We're referring to someone Shabbos Achas Kodim Shineesa Minashuk. We're talking about what is in a sufe, right? We're talking about that someone came before he was found there in the marketplace. Rama, she the woman came forth and said she's the mother of this child.
Oh, wow. Okay. So the Ayin Bitaz Dato Yesh Likroto B'Shem Ben Avraham. So what? And by the Taz Shadato, that his opinion is to call him by the name Ben Avraham.
Right, not the name of the grandfather, but rather Ben.
Okay. Right. Uvechaye Adam, and this is a Chaye Adam. Okay. Gam Kain Katav Shezehu Yoter Nachon. Oh, that this is a more correct practice, I guess.
More, Chayadim also writes that this is more proper to do it this way.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, the ime no yodea, and if he does not, if it's, I guess the father's name is not known.
So I think you don't know the mother, right? If you don't know the mother,
Oh, the mother. Oh,
right?
oh, but it says Shem Avi Mo, so you call him by
Right? Since you don't know the
the
mother, you don't know
mother's
the name of the
father's
father.
name. Oh, so you don't know the father then? Okay, you call him by the father's. No, the mother's father's.
Mother who is you don't know her the father or the mother either.
Yeah, then he's a Ben Abraham, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Okay, so Korino to b'Shem Ben Avraham. So you call him also by Ben Avraham. Al Shem Akatu, for it is written, Ki Av Hamon Goyim Nitaticha. Oh, so I guess that's about Abraham, huh? That
Right.
he is the father
Abraham
of
is
the
father of all.
masses of the
Abraham is the
nation.
father of everything. Right?
He's the father of us all. Okay. Yud bet. Suma. So now a blind person can be called up. V'tamo the kevan she'anu nohagim she'shliach tzibur koreh. Oh, this is what I think you said before. Okay, so since I guess today it's a practice that the shliach tzibur, the leader of the congregation, reads the Torah. Okay. Who koreh mitoch haktav. Oh, and he reads from the written script. Okay, the written Torah. Shuvlo kap dinan al haoleh dishomea keoneh. Okay, so what the shuv again? He I don't know what kap dinan is. So again, he isn't.
Right. The reason is we we call up a summa because we are annoyed that the slave see where he does the reading, right? We call him, and he, the one who's reading the slave, see where he's reading from the written Sefer Torah. We're not makpid anymore now that the Ola has to be reading it himself because it's all a din of Shomea Kola.
Okay, so he just has the one called up just listens and then answers, I guess.
Right, that's right.
Okay.
Okay. One more.
Yud Gimel. Okay. Kamo Anu, and that was
That was the Mario that we nowadays allow the Summa to read, just like we allow the Amaretz to read.
Okay.
Up to the page,
so it says Rotzah Lomar Anu Nohagim Lahakel. Okay, so today we have the practice of being lenient. Afilu im eno yachol likrot im hashliach tzibur mila b'mila. Even if one is not able to read with the shliach tzibur word by word. Oh, mitoch hakatav, from within the Torah.
right.
Okay. V'al korchak mitam hana'al v'hu hadin besuma. Okay, so the korchak. So what is written, which was written up above or something?
Right. Right.
Okay, and it takes on the law of a blind person.
Same thing. The same law applies to a Summa. He can say the brachas in the Shliach Tzibur. The Ashkenazim will do the reading like he always does.
Oh, okay. Uladina kevar katvu achronim the nahagu lahakel kemaharil. In the law, it's already it's written like the achronim that are lenient like the Maharil. Okay, umikom hakom leparashat para uparashat zachor nachon shelo likrotam kechat chila. But in every place, the Parsha Para and Parshat Zachor,
which is the Raisa. Those are the Raisa.
Oh, it's the Raisa.
So in all cases where Mekel either by the Summa or by the Amaretz, but when it comes to the Parsha Zachor or Parsha Para, right, you shouldn't call these people up Likatfila. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
Should make sure, the Gabbai should make sure who's being called up for those
right.
questions. Okay, very good.
Thank you, Mayor. Very good.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. Very well done. Okay, everyone should have a good day. And we'll see you all tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
have a
you,
good day.
Liz. Thank you, Lou. Thank you, Mayor. Be well.
Very good. Have a good day.
Mayor.
Yeah, thank you, Lou.